Hello, sir. What's your name?
I'm Suki.
Nice to meet you. So today, tell us a bit about yourself.
My name's Suki. Yeah. I'm 27.
You're 27, yeah?
I run a small little charity called We Are Happy Club, because I believe we all should be happy and we all have the right to be happy. And we believe in giving, and we do a lot of work with the homeless. That's me in a nutshell.
Wow, that's really good. That's really good. So, what's the name? You told us about the name of your charity. Yeah. So basically, what inspired you to get this project?
If we're totally honest, I always come from a background where me and my friends and my family, we all give on a regular basis, and we believe in giving. And I just wanted to do a bit more. So I was thinking to myself, how can I go the extra length? How can I go the extra mile to give? And I thought to myself, why not kind of just do something myself? I did a bit of research. I got some help and support from friends and family. They're backing me up, and they said just go for it. And then I ended up with We Are Happy Club.
Wow, that's really good.
So I just wanted to give more, to be honest. That's it.
Yeah, that's really good. So so basically, can you tell us a bit more about your mission statement? Like what's
in summary, what we do, we just feed the homeless on a regular basis. But we don't just try and just tend to give them food and drink and then leave. Every time, for each person we try and feed, we do try and spend between 5 to 6 minutes per person with that homeless person or that vulnerable person. Main reason why, because we don't want to make it really short. We want to, we ask their name, we ask what happened, anything else we can do to help, and just try and get to know them a little bit, because there's a lot of people that who kind of give change or give food and drink, and then that's it. I think it's really important just to kind of make that homeless person that little bit more comfortable. Mary's right, put a bit of smile on his face, and just let the homeless person know that you're not alone, type of thing. So that's it really.
Yeah, that sounds really good. That sounds really good. So basically, what kind of problems do you normally face in your working environment?
We get various problems. Sometimes one main problem could be sometimes lack of donations or lack of funding or lack of funds even. But it kind of we get by, and there's always good friends and family who kind of support us on a regular basis. Other problems, I would say, which is unfortunate sometimes when we're feeding homeless people. Obviously, some homeless people have mental health issues, and for example, I've had volunteers who work with me, and some of them have been attacked by that homeless person, not intentionally. They just obviously have got a background of kind of mental health issues, and obviously some homeless people feel very uncomfortable sometimes. So, for example, we can go and give them food and drink, and as soon as we start having a conversation, they kind of feel very uncomfortable. But that happens very rarely. All homeless people do appreciate what we give, but that's one problem. Other problem sometimes lack of volunteers. So I might have a bulk of food and drink, and we're ready to distribute it, but I might only have 2 or 3 volunteers. Or sometimes we need at least a good team of 5 or 6, especially if we're covering Birmingham city centre. So it's lots of small problems, but nothing major that stops our work.
Oh, wow. So basically, how do you oversee your project plans? Basically, how are you able to carry out this vision?
I believe every charity should be self-sustainable. Because a lot of people hear about charities that have opened up, which is fantastic. I believe in the UK there's over 180,000 registered charities. So, and there's all charities that are being opened every week, helping animals, homeless, children, etc. But no one ever hears about the charities that shut down.
Oh, right.
Because it's more positive that charities opened up, and people want to hear about it and what's it about. But I believe, I'm not sure about stats, but there's always quite a fair few charities that always shut down monthly or every now and again because of lack of funding, and that's why it made me think that it's very important for a charity, especially a small charity. You can't always rely on funding. You have to be kind of self-sustainable. So we have a good promotion team, and we sell various products around the UK, and that way, that's one way of getting our funds. Very similar to, for example, the Big Issue. A lot of Big Issue promotion staff, they're all around the UK, and they sell the magazines. That's how kind of Big Issue make money. That's how the homeless people make a bit of money for themselves. So I believe you have to be self-sustainable, and you have to you can't always rely on funding, because there might be £10,000 in the pot, but it's not just me applying for it. It's 10, 20, 30 different charities applying for it, or community groups or churches or different giving organisations, and they're not all going to get the same amount, are they? So I believe one way I kind of oversee, like I said, is just we kind of raise our own funds. We do our own events, we sell our own products, we have volunteers that work for us. That way I'm not relying on funding, so I kind of how to explain. I know where I'm at always. You know, I know that can't let me down because I know what I've got coming in. If that makes sense.
Yeah. So that sounds, you know, it sounds in what you're saying. It sounds very interesting. So, how basically are you collaborating with other charities like other?
We do network, and which is very important to network. We do help other organisations, and they help us. For example, especially through Facebook, we do a lot of social media, and so there might be another church or a community group or a social enterprise or a charity who might put a post up saying we are in need of 5 sleeping bags tonight for 5 homeless people in Birmingham. Is there anyone that can help? And obviously, if all the different groups that follow them, they might comment saying, yeah, I've got 5 sleeping bags for you. Where can I meet you? And we're going to distribute them. So it's very important because A, you kind of help each other. B, you kind of publicise the work everyone else does as well. We work alongside with every now and again we donate to the Glebe Centre. They're a church or a community group in Warsaw. We help out with the Red Bag Company sometimes. It's just kind of they donate to us when they're short, and then vice versa. So we're kind of helping each other. But Red Bag Co, the Glebe Centre, and we've donated to Midlands London Sailor Societies every now and again. So it's not really necessarily we donate to one particular group that need help. It's just we kind of run it all through social media, and that's how we communicate as well.
Well, that sounds very good. You know, so basically, like, can you please share any plans that you have? What's your vision? Like, you know.
I mean, we've got to carry on with the homeless kind of outreach work, and that basically consists of a group of friends, family, volunteers that we have work together. We go out on set days, sometimes on the night, sometimes early evening. We've even got University of Birmingham, a group of students who formed a homeless group, and we kind of fund them to go out and experience kind of outreach work, because a lot of people, we've noticed a lot of people that, well, the last couple of years, a lot of people that do outreach work and go and feed the homeless, you know, they're always kind of a certain age and above, and I always thought to myself, it's good to get young kids involved, so they can experience and realise how serious the problem of homelessness is. So we've got students involved. Future goals, we've got a project lined up called What's Your Passion?
Well, what's your passion?
So the reason is because we feed homeless, and there's thousands of other organisations that feed the homeless as well, which is fantastic, and it's important to, you know, we need food and drink to survive. But what got me, I always think to myself, you know, we're passionate about a lot of things. I love football, music, films, nature. I've got friends that love other things, and sometimes it's through our passion is how we live. Yes, we drink and we have food, and that's how we live as well. It's also our passion. You know, I wake up one day and I think, yes, what film can I watch tonight? Because that's how I live, you know, that's my passion. I think, I can't wait to play football later on, that's my passion. So that's how we live. But no one ever asks the homeless what their passion is. So the kind of project is, we want to kind of go around and kind of ask homeless people, what is your passion? It's all good asking people, how did you get there, and, you know, what was the reason you became homeless, and how can we help, and, you know, etc, etc, etc. But sometimes I think it's important for homeless people, especially when they're in need. We don't want to just give them food and drink all the time. We want to kind of cheer them up and kind of relive their passion, kind of create that spark again. So, for example, if you go to a homeless person and say, "Excuse me, what's your passion?" and they turn around, "I really, really, really love fishing," then we want to try and organise a day where we take them out fishing for the whole day. Yes, we'll give them food and drink, etc., but we want to kind of relive that passion for them. If someone says, "Oh, I really love Manchester United, but I want to go and watch them, but I haven't because of my circumstances," we want to try and organise a day where we take that homeless person to go and watch Manchester United, just because, like I said, kind of relive their passion, because life's too short. Who knows what's going to happen tomorrow? Who knows what's around the corner? So we don't want to just keep giving them food and drink. We want to kind of try and aim, just kind of create that spark again, and just put a smile on their face, not just via food and drink, not just a cup of coffee when it's cold and when it's winter. Just kind of say, get up and we're taking you out. Just like what we do sometimes. We ring a friend, what are you doing tonight? Nothing. Oh, let's go out. We're going to do the same with the homeless, basically. So yeah, that's the project, What's Your Passion, which hopefully we'll be releasing in a couple of months' time. It's in the prep for it now.
Oh, it sounds really good. Sounds really good. So the last question I'm going to ask you is, how can people donate to your?
There's various ways. I mean, we have products that we promote and sell. The reason why, because I believe that the more people get to know about us, the bigger we get. So, for example, we have wristbands, and we're launching a magazine for the Easter. We've got key rings, and you'll see us dotted around all around the UK. So if you see one of our kind of promotion stuff in the UK, please stop and say hello. You can also jump on our website. You can either donate via our giving page, or another way is what I like people more to do is either volunteer, so come and give your time, or instead of giving us cash, or if you don't want to buy a product, buy us food and drink, and come out with us with that food and drink you've donated, and come and hand it out. Mary's why, because it's very important to give, and we rely on donations of food and drink and funding. But I also want people to come and give by volunteering, give their time, just so when you can experience, even if it's one day in a blue moon, or once a month, just come out with us and come and experience how harsh the conditions are, how bad some of the circumstances are, and how people, and even just talk to a homeless guy, spend 5-10 minutes with one person just to kind of understand how they got there. It's not just drugs, it's not just alcohol. There's millions of reasons why homeless people are in that situation, which is unfortunate. But that's why we've got various organisations that help out. But yeah, if you want to give, you can send us a message through our Facebook, we have Instagram, we have Twitter, you can jump on our website, and we are Happy Club. Please follow us.
So it sounds very good. So I appreciate your time. So
David, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much.